Hello and welcome to Men of the Den. My name's Eric and it's Friday. So this week on Men of the Den, it's question and answer week, and you all submitted tons of questions. I'm going to try to answer as many of them as possible. Colin in Edinburgh asks, what's your favorite beer? Currently it is Shock Top. Colin also asks, as a long-term long-haired bear, I've noticed the long-standing almost animosity to long hair in the bear community has lessened over the past few years. Has the community become more accepting of this, or have I just started chatting to better men? I think it's a little of both. I have always been a lover of the long hair guys, so that's never really been a problem for me. So maybe you're finding those folks who are the right ones for you, and they've always been there. So just, keep putting the word out there, keep showing that glorious mane, and those folks who are interested will come running. Luke asks, will Men of the Den ever have a roundtable of past and current cast members? I miss Will and Spencer. Well, we all miss Will and Spencer, Luke. We have actually talked about this numerous times, and given the fact that we've been doing some regular Google Hangouts, Greg and Derek have been leading some really awesome discussions about Drag Race and WWE and other things. I think it's absolutely possible that we could get other guys. It just depends on their schedule and their availability. I know Will is super busy these days, working a new job in South Carolina. Spencer also is doing a new job, and he's kicking ass at it. Evan has a lot of junk food and candy that he gets at work. And I haven't heard from Dan lately, but I know that he's doing well too. So I'm sure that we can arrange something. It just depends on their availability. Rupert asks, can you write us a haiku, please? Okay, Rupert, here we go. 8 chicken curry, sweat on my brow, mouth aflame. Water never helps. Tyler asks, who gives the best hugs and kisses? Well, Tyler, the answer to that is someone who loves you. Aiden Bostira asks, what color are your eyes? My eyes are blue with gray streaks in them. I don't know if you can see. John Larita asks, what are your favorite pizza toppings? I tend to get pizzas that are kind of half and half because I can never make up my mind. So usually I'll order mushrooms all over and then split it between pepperoni and either bacon or sausage or ham. And sometimes I'll get garlic all over just because I'm in a mood for it. But there will always be pepperoni and there will always be mushrooms. The third or fourth thing is always kind of an option. Jack asks, what is my favorite aspect of myself? So if we're talking physically, I think that I would have to say that my chest hair, I'm very, very proud of that. And my tattoos as well. I'm sure you've all seen my back piece, and if you haven't, go scroll back through previous videos, it's all there. If we're talking like personality-wise, I'm proud of my curiosity. I like to go explore things, and I read a ton of things. So having a conversation with me, I can usually keep up because I usually have at least a rough background of what you're talking about. So being informed about current events and being up to speed with all the latest news and gossip is one of my stronger traits. Tommy asks, how do you stay furry and fabulous without the LGBT bashing headline or politic of the week getting you down? So the real answer to that question is that I don't always. I get mad, I get upset, and that's totally okay. You don't have to be, super happy warrior. You can get pissed off about things, and that's totally legit. But coping with that and coming out of those moments of righteous anger and indignation, especially if you're reading about this crazy religious militia thing that's going on in Mississippi, or the North Carolina anti-trans thing, you need to have something to bring you back to a happy place. So for me, that's spending time with my partner, and singing little Adventure Time songs to each other, and talking about game stuff, and spending time kind of in quiet solitude away from everything, or being alone in public. That's another thing, like going to a bar by myself and reading, or to Starbucks and just like hanging out, so that there are people around me, but I don't know them. I don't have to engage with them. It's not mandatory socialization. Being able to shut down and have some peace time is really, really helpful. So Roy asks, name one thing you love most about your significant other. So we sing the French fries song from Adventure Time. So, baby, why did you eat my fries? I bought them, and you ate them. And they were mine.
But you ate them.
Yeah, you ate my fries, and I cried, but you didn't see me cry. Maria asks, being bears, do you sometimes feel discrimination from other homosexuals? Yes, sometimes, but those people are dicks, and it's okay to tell them to fuck off. David asks, how did you introduce your boyfriend to your parents, and did it go well? So I brought my boyfriend, my now husband, home, and we remodeled my mother's bathroom. So I would say that it went exceptionally well. Ricky asks, what is your least favorite dessert, and why is it key lime pie? Well, Ricky, that is not the correct answer, because key lime pie is fucking fantastic. The worst dessert that has ever been created is actually bread pudding, because it's just fucking bread, okay? Jake asks, if you could watch only one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? The answer is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, the movie, and if you have not seen my earlier video, I will post a link down in the crotch, where I go into all of the reasons why that is the best movie that has ever been made. Steve asks, if you could live in a book, TV show, or movie, what would it be? Well, Steve, all of those places that are on TV or in books and movies right now are terrible. But if I had to pick, I would probably go to The Magicians. Even though it's absolutely deadly and terrifying, it's still pretty fucking cool. And it's basically the same world that we live in, only filled with magic. So that's my answer there. John Dickinson asks, what movie are you most looking forward to this year? Well, John, the answer to that is Doctor Strange the movie, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Tilda Swinton. I am so excited to see this movie. I have loved Doctor Strange for years. I have a big original Michael Golden Doctor Strange piece on my wall, an original painting that was in an actual comic book, and I cannot wait to see this movie. I've seen the pictures from Nepal, and like I just can't imagine what Tilda Swinton is going to look like. It's going to be fucking amazingly cool. Jeff asks, would you rather have sex in a tub of melted chocolate or honey? Chocolate, because it will probably come off a lot easier than honey would, because honey is really viscous and it will get all in your hair. But chocolate will scrub out. David asks, if you had a blank check to travel anywhere in the world and had to take one of your fellow hosts from Metadata with you, where would you go, who would you take, and why? I would go to a cheesy amusement park with Dr. Phil, because that's kind of what we did in Niagara Falls, and I had an absolute blast. We just went to the cheesy tourist stuff in Niagara Falls, and I think that going to like a Kings Island or a Six Flags or something like that, not like Disney, because Disney is like overwhelmingly huge. I'm talking like low scale, like Carnival, Coney Island stuff. And I think it would just be super fun to go with Dr. Phil. He's a big kid like that, and I think that would be a lot of fun. John asks, if you were a donut flavor, what would you be? I would say that I am chocolate glaze. Clinton asks, the question is for all the guys. Doing these videos are a lot of work. They take time to shoot and edit, and what motivates you to keep doing these videos? I think for me, it's the ability to share something that's incredibly creative. Like, the video that I did recently that I am the most proud of is the one for American Magic. That one was just, like, such an inspiration to me to make. Like, it's actually something that's happening in real life, although it's a little twisted from what the reality of things is. But it marries two actually real things into something amazingly cooler. And I got like all this amazing B-roll footage and video blocks and stuff, and the voiceover that I did. I just had so much fun doing that. So being able to put together something that's like that cool, and like the Psycho video, that's another one that I spent a lot of time and a lot of work on. But being able to like be that creative and to get it done on film, it's just so much fun to me. Ben asks, what is your biggest music guilty pleasure? So I have been listening to these mariachi cover songs of Morrissey. There is an album called No Manchester by a cover band called Mexracy. I'm not even kidding. And it is so ridiculous, and it is so amazing. And their cover of Suede Head, I could just listen to it on repeat with those trumpets. It's just hilarious and gorgeous, and I've learned the words in Spanish. It's just so much fun. So that is my big music guilty pleasure. So that's my video for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and I will see you next Friday. Cheers!